overwhelmed.
제가 제8차 세계 축구 선수권대회에 참가했던 등번호 7번호 단 박동익입니다.
라이트 윙. 속도가 아주 빨랐고 공격에서 골을 넣을 수 있는 기회들을 많이 만들어줬다. 박승진, 라이트 하. 칠레하고 할 때 한 골 넣었고, 그 다음에 포르투갈하고 할 때 한 골 넣었고.
다 잘하네. 다 잘하는데.
레프트 하. 그냥 중장 걸리려고 아주 잘합니다. 레프트 윙. 이탈리아하고 할 때 골키퍼 이창면. 그래서 장면 보면 어렸을 때부터 인문직이라서 우리나라에서 제일 꼽히는 이분. 우리 예편 맨날 놓치네. 그 이빨이 다 빠져나서 환불되게 됐단 말입니다.
무지를 바빠서 말이야.
In 1966, these North Korean footballers travelled to England for the 8th World Cup as 1,000-to-1 outsiders. So little was known about them that they might as well have been flying in from the moon. Yet they would take the World Cup by storm and, for a brief period, become the darlings of the nation. Today, North Korea remains an enigma, as alien as it was in 1966. Korea has been split since the end of the Second World War. The division between North and South is the Cold War's final frontier. To the north of the border, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, population 22 million, has been ruled by its own unique brand of communism for over 50 years. The father of North Korea is Kim Il-sung, known as the Great Leader. He became head of state in 1948 and led the country through the Korean War. Kim Il-sung is so revered that despite his death in 1994, he remains head of state. North Korea is now ruled by his son, Kim Jong-il, known as the Dear Leader. Every North Korean wears a lapel badge depicting either the Great Leader or the Dear Leader. In 1966, the World Cup became the biggest sporting event ever, with record crowds and unprecedented worldwide television coverage. For such a public spectacle, at the height of the Cold War, North Korea's involvement was to prove difficult at every turn. 16 years earlier, Korea had plunged into civil war. The savage and brutal conflict, which lasted for 3 years, was a clash between the Cold War ideologies of the Communist North and the capitalist South. The North was supported by China and the Soviet Union, the South by America and the United Nations. Hostilities ended with Korea still split and an estimated 4 million people killed. A peace treaty has never been signed. The war left North Korea completely isolated from the West. This is the first time that anyone has been given permission to enter North Korea to interview the football players about their experiences at the 8th World Cup.
나는 문중선이라고 합니다. 그 66년도 8차 세계 축구 선수권 대회 때 방어수 5번을 달고 활동했습니다. 축구는 그 아버지가 옛날에 축구 선수였다면 그 축구인 가정에서 태어나서 어렸을 때부터 축구를 아주 좋아했으며 아버지는 아들을 장차 유능한 축구 선수를 키우기 위해서 모든 심려를 다 기울여서
역습!
말하자면 어려서부터 축구를 시작했다는 거. 그래서 인민학교 시절, 중학교 시절 학생 선수로서 하고 그다음에 고급 중학교를 졸업하고 전문 축구를 했습니다. 그래서 1957년부터 전문 축구 교육을 받으면서 축구 선수로 성장했습니다.
Out of the 16 places at the World Cup finals, only one was available to all of Africa, Asia and Oceania. Indignant at this discrimination, all African nations withdrew their teams from the qualification process. South Korea, who had competed in the 1954 World Cup, also pulled out. Just 2 countries, North Korea and Australia, were left to compete for that one available place at the World Cup finals. The North Koreans had been training solidly for 10 months and had played many internationals in preparation, including a tour of the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe. They were a tight-knit and disciplined unit. Myung Ri-hyun was Korea's head coach and was to see the team through their extraordinary World Cup adventure.
기본은 우리가 선수권대회 참가하면서 뭐를 참고 있는가. 그래서 구라파 선수라고 하려면은 투지, 완력, 첫째 이거 있어야 되겠다. 그래서 또 위대한 스님께서 축구에서 제일 중요한 것은 잘 달리는 것이며 다음으로 잘 차는 것과 기묘한 선수라는 걸 말씀드렸단 말입니다.
Speed and energy were the dominant themes in North Korean society at the time. At the end of the Korean War, the North lay completely flattened. Reconstruction of any sort would be an immense task. The development of Kim Il-sung's socialist utopia at lightning speed was named Cholimar, after the winged horse of Korean mythology. Reflecting the energy around them, North Korea's footballers played a fast-paced Cholimar style of football.
그렇기 때문에 지금 전체 인민들은 정말 저녁과 아침, 밤 없이 이렇게 일을 하고 있는데 우리는 그 체육이라는 거는 오전과 오후 이렇게 2때 훈련할 수 있는데 이것을 강도를 높여가지고 훈련량을 많이 해야만이 조국 인민들이 젊은 시대에 발맞춰서 우리가 나갈 수 있다는 거. 축구 애호가들은 우리들한테 얘기하는 거 당신네들은 선수권대 가서 경기만 잘하라. 우리가 경제 건설은 우리가 다 맡아 해주겠다.
At the 8th World Cup, Cholimar was to take North Korea's Western opponents by surprise. Having fought on opposite sides in the Korean War, North Korea and Australia did not recognise each other, so the playoff was switched to a neutral venue, Cambodia. Uniquely, the home and away legs would be played 3 days apart in the same country. No one, especially the supremely confident Australians, gave North Korea a chance. Yet this was Australia's first full international for 7 years, and their preparation had been decidedly low-key. Only one of their players was born in Australia. The majority, like Englishman Jeff Slate, were in fact British.
We went to Cairns in northern Queensland because it was considered to be a similar climate to that of Cambodia. And we played 2 friendly games, one against a northern Queensland amateur select team who we managed to beat 17-0, and one against a team from Ingham who we managed to beat 26-0. So we went off to play against North Korea feeling pretty good. It was really an opportunity to get back to England to play in the World Cup finals.
오스트레일리아 팀에 대해서는 전혀 파악이 없었습니다. 우리가 푸놈펜에 11월 13일 날 도착했고 오스트레일리아 팀은 15일 날 도착했습니다.
At the time, the Cambodians were just putting the finishing touches to a brand new stadium holding 55,000 people, and we were allowed to train on that pitch every day. They were on the field as we arrived for training each day, but we were under the impression that there were people who were in the North Korean army, they were regimented, they had to do as they were told to do. To us, we were liberated, we were free-thinking, and we thought our way was the best. I recall that we didn't train very much, we didn't determine any strategy or use any tactics, we played full-scale practice games against each other. We realised later that we had the second session after the North Koreans, and they used to sit in the stand and watch us play these practice games.
오스트레일리아 팀은 기술적으로 우세했다는 거, 특히 개인 기술들이 아주 좋았다는 거. 그러나 일본에 약점이 있었다는 것을 우리 표착했습니다. 그것은 기술은 좋아도 집단력이 없고 또 기술은 좋아도 속도 경기를 하지 못하는 것과 같은 부족점을 우리가 간파하고 여기에 대응해서 우리가 새로운 전술을 짜가지고 오스트레일리아하고 대결할 수 있었습니다.
To ensure fairness, Cambodia's ruler Norodom Sihanouk ordered the stadium to be divided in 2. Half would support the Australians and half the North Koreans.
They put the biggest player in their team marking me now. I'm only a little guy, but I kicked that fullback when the ball was there, when the ball wasn't there. I kicked him, I elbowed him, I tried everything. Couldn't hurt him, couldn't outstrike him, couldn't scare him, couldn't do anything. And I think, on reflection, they were all the same. They were army guys, they were tougher than we were, and I'm glad we were only playing them at football. They beat us 6-1, and the second game we lost 3-1.
우리는 이렇게 큰 차이를 가지고 승리를 거두어서 마음은 벌써 영국으로 이제 줄다름치고 있었습니다.
As soon as the North Koreans qualified, the British Foreign Office realised that they had a problem on their hands, as the UK didn't recognise North Korea. They clearly didn't want them here. They viewed them as an embarrassment. One of the Foreign Office officials wrote, "The North Koreans have thoughtlessly beaten the Australians and so will be giving us a headache." They were worried that it would set a precedent for recognising other countries where sovereignty was in dispute, and the main one they were worried about was East Germany. They toyed with the idea of refusing visas to the North Korean players, which would have been in line with a policy towards other countries where they didn't recognise sovereignty. But they realised early on that this might lead FIFA to move the World Cups to another country, and they realised that this would create major problems for British sports lovers, for all the organisation that had gone on, and so they had to try and work out a compromise that would let the Koreans in, but not imply recognition of the People's Democratic Republic of Korea.
우리들은 그 비행기 안에서 수령님께서 가르쳐 주신 그런 전법대로 싸워서 꼭 조국의 영예를 빛내야 됐던 거.
At the time, NATO had guidelines for all member countries that if they had sporting contacts or other cultural contacts with East Germans, that they should call them East Germans, not the German Democratic Republic, that they should not allow them to fly flags, that they should not allow them to have any specific anthems playing. And the Foreign Office was very worried that if they let the North Koreans in, calling themselves the DPRK, with flags, with anthems, with all the rest of that paraphernalia, that they'd have to extend the same courtesy to East Germans in future.
Uruguay in Group 1. Second, Argentine in Group 2. And Chile in Group 4. The first into Group 2, West Germany. Next, Hungary, Group 3, USSR in Group 4. First to come is France in Group 1. The second is Spain. The third is Portugal. And the fourth is Italy in Group 4. Mexico, Switzerland, Bulgaria.
Interestingly, the Foreign Office came up with its minimum demands and its maximum demands, and it negotiated on those grounds. Now, on the name, there doesn't seem to have been much problem. People very quickly accepted North Korea as the name.
And the last, North Korea in Group 4.
The flag flying was the most problematic issue. Dennis Howell, the Minister for Sport, was very keen on a festival atmosphere, and he didn't want other countries minimising their chances to fly the flags. And in this case, Howell won out, and all flags were flown, and the Foreign Office just had to say to the South Koreans, this doesn't mean we now recognise North Korea. Now, on the anthems, the Foreign Office view held, and they did manage to minimise the playing of anthems. They came up with the model whereby the only anthems played would be before the opening match, England against Uruguay, and before the final, which they assumed would not involve North Korea. And in fact, the North Korean anthem wasn't played at all. So in that case, the Foreign Office view managed to minimise the display of symbols of nationhood. And all the while, they managed more or less to keep it out of the press. There was a little bit of speculation about the diplomatic overtones to this, but they managed to keep the actual negotiations, horse dealing that was going on, out of the press.
It now gives me great pleasure to declare open the 8th World Football Championships.
영국땅에 공화국 깃발이 날리는, 그렇지만은 우리가 축구를 잘해서 공화국 깃발이 영국 땅에 날린다는 것은 우리 축구하는 축구 전문가로서 선수로서 더 없는 민족적 긍지와 자부심을 가지게 되었습니다.
Due to his exploits at the 8th World Cup in England, Pak Do-ik is the most famous North Korean footballer outside of his country.
그 다음에 전쟁이 끝난 직후에는 내가 공장에 다녔습니다. 그 공장은 인쇄공장에서 노동 생활을 했습니다. 노동하면서 볼을 차기 시작했습니다. 길이다가 1957년에 평양시 체육선수단에 갔습니다. 그때부터 전문 선수로 이제 볼 차기 시작했습니다. 그때가 20살 됐습니다. 그러니까 나이 좀 많이 들어서 이제 볼을 차기 시작했습니다. 미들즈브로
Middlesbrough, England.
1959년도에 종합팀에 망라돼서 선수 생활을 시작했습니다. 이것이 나의 축구 생활의 첫 시작이라고 이제 얘기할 수 있습니다.
Pak Dewick later became national team manager. North Korea were drawn in Group 4, along with Italy, Chile and the Soviet Union.
We know the Soviet Union had a good side, and Italy, of course, are always in contention. So it looked a pretty strong group, but of course nobody had really thought seriously about the North Koreans. They were just there to make up the numbers.
지어서 우리들이 보급해가지고 영국에 가서 계속 경기장에 내왕할 때 부르던 노래 부르겠습니다. 제목은 천리마 축구단.
조국의 영예를 두개 걸머지 우리는 영광스러운 천리마 축구단. 그 어떤 강조도 단세에 오고 조선 사람 본때를 보여주리라. 그렇다 사요는 이기자 남홍색 공화국이 하늘 높이 날리자.
The North Korean delegation numbered 74, which included the squad, coaching staff, medical team, chefs and a 4-man documentary crew. The base for their 3 group games would be Middlesbrough, an industrial, working-class city in the northeast of England.
우리 인민들에게 고통과 정말 이런 거 줬다는 거 알고 있습니다. 말하자게 되면 조선 전쟁의 참전국이라는 거, 우리는 적대국이다.
With the Korean War still fresh in the minds of the British, perceptions of the Korean team as an aggressive, hardline communist enemy were widespread. Yet the mayor of Middlesbrough, John Boothby, embraced the Koreans and in a clear message to the town went out of his way to make his guests feel welcome.
They came with a reputation that probably it was misguided, but by the same token, you had to do something to try and overcome the people's thinking in the area. And as ambassadors of a country, you couldn't have had better people.
The Koreans stayed at a newly opened hotel adjacent to the airport and trained on the pitches belonging to the local petrochemical plant.
Nobody knew anything about them. Nobody knew anything about the society or anything like that. So they were an unknown quantity. And just to see international football in the northeast was tremendous. So there was a real sort of buzz.
Tremendous atmosphere here at Ayresome Park. The rank on the right there, the Russians, in all white strip tonight. And on the left, of course, the team that everybody wants to know about, the North Koreans. The Koreans have played in Russia. They've played against Spartak and indeed beat them 2-0.
The North Koreans' average height was just 5 foot 5 inches. The Soviets, having seen their domestic teams lose to the speedy Koreans, knew they had to make full use of their significant physical advantage.
Oh, and a very nasty nasty piece of kicking there by the Russian.
The Russians came in for severe criticism because they'd been a bit physical with the Koreans. They all seemed to be about twice as tall and twice as heavy, and they bounced the little men around Ayresome Park. And I think from that point, the Ayresome Park supporters rather got behind Korea, had a bit of sympathy for them.
그다음에 완력적으로 나오고 거기에 우리가 지금 놀래서 경기를 잘못했습니다.
Certain amount of needle now developing, and fists are being thrown at this particular moment. Score 3-0, and I can't believe that either of these two teams are going to do very well at all.
It was what everybody had expected, and we made cooing noises about how determined and enthusiastic the North Koreans were, but really wrote them off with that game.
신심을 잃은 게 아니고 비록 0대3을 우리가 졌지만은 앞으로 경기 얼마든지 할 수 있다는 이런 신심을 가지게 됐습니다. 그 다음부터 칠레, 이탈리아 이렇게 경기를 진행했습니다.
내가 1960년도 세계선수권 대회에 참가했던 8번 박승준입니다. 내가 축구 시작한 건 조금 어렸을 때부터인데 그거는 우리 집 옆에 그 기관차 체육장이 있었습니다. 그 선수들이 국정교를 보고 나도 볼을 차서 저렇게 해야 되겠다는 호흡을 가지고 우선 그 마을에서부터 시작해서 축구를 시작했습니다.
Park Sung-jin was North Korea's top scorer in the 8th World Cup. He had one of the most powerful shots of the tournament.
또 특히 박승진 너무는 이 하체 힘, 하체가 힘이 셉니다. 고무줄에다가 요게 뒤에 메고 이렇게 안날리 가는 거 이걸 하루에도 1000번씩 오른발 1000번, 왼발 1000번씩 이 고무줄을 가지고 이런 훈련을 해서 이 하체 힘을 단련시켰습니다.
오늘 우리 8차 선수권대회 갔던 동무들이 위대한 수령 김성대원 스님의 동상 앞에 이렇게 찾아오게 되니까 지난날 위대한 스님께서 우리 체육부문에 주신 이 사랑에 대해서 배려에 대해서 많은 것을 다시 느끼게 됩니다.
위대한 수령 김일성 동지를 경호하여 삼가 인사를 올리겠습니다.
위대한 스님께서 현재 우리가 뜻밖에도 돌아갔을 때는 소식을 듣고 우리 여기 모인 우리 체육인들은 물론이고 전체 인민들이 슬픔에 잠겨서 이 앞에가 정말 물바다로 이렇게 됐습니다.
우리가 자국을 떠나기 앞서 1966년 6월 10일이라고 기억됩니다. 이날 위대한 스님께서는 자국을 떠나는 우리 대표단을 친히 불러주시어 사랑의 한 품에 안아주시고 정말 우리가 이제까지 유럽이나 남아메리카 팀들이 이제 독점하고 있던 세계선수권대회 본선 경기에 그 아시아, 아프리카 대양주를 대표해서 우리 유색인종이 처음으로 참가한다고 하시면서 이 참가하는 것만 해도 대단히 영광스럽다고 하시면서 정말 가서 한두 팀이라도 이기고 돌아오려는 강력적인 그 교시를 주셨습니다. 정말 이렇듯 오늘 위대한 스님님 동상 앞에 서고 보니 30여 년 전 일이 감회 깊게 돌이켜 보게 됩니다. 지금도 위대한 스님님께서 살아 계셨더라면 얼마나 기뻐하시겠는가. 정말 이루 헤아릴 수 없는 감격에 북받쳐서 말할 수 없습니다.
Despite their defeat to the Soviet Union, North Korea's players looked to the country's guiding philosophy, Juche, for inspiration. Juche remains at the core of North Korean society. Its main message is that one is responsible for one's own destiny.
Koreans looking full of confidence. They wept after their defeat by Russia, but they're quite convinced they're going to qualify.
Chile had hosted the previous World Cup and finished third, but they too had lost their opening group match, 2-0 to Italy. For Middlesbrough fans, whose team had just been relegated to Division 3, it seemed natural to rally behind North Korea, the underdog. Against Chile, the Koreans would now be fully adopted as the home side.
The crowd support for Korea enormous. They're certainly looking a little more menacing already, and this one's got a very good chance here if he's got a left foot.
Against Chile, you first saw the signs of how Korea might do a little bit better than we thought, because they were learning all the time. They weren't a bit dispirited by the game against Russia, and they actually went out and produced a bit of football.
And Korea looking very much at home at the moment.
결국 11m 벌칙으로 우리 먼저 하나를 실점당했습니다.
Brought down, and it's a penalty. Lee Chan-myung on the line. That's number 1 for Chile after 26 minutes.
It was raining very hard, but nothing seemed to affect the Koreans. I think they'd have been the same if they'd been playing in heavy mud or an ice pitch. It was reminding me of a team of clockwork mice collectively wound up at the start of the game and just ran around at the same pace until the final whistle.
Still the score 1-0 in Chile's favour.
If North Korea lost this game, they would be out of the tournament. As the final whistle approached, the Middlesbrough crowd knew that their team faced elimination.
The crowd winning them on, can it have a go?
5분 남았을 때 우리는 0대1로 진 상태로 경기를 진행했습니다. 2분만 더 흘러보냈다면 0-0 월드컵 경기에서 져선이라는 것은 끝이 났을 거라고.
The crowd are so anxious for this team to do well. If they scored, I'm sure the place would explode. The crowd almost willing it, and it's a incredible goal! Korea have scored their first goal of the World Cup tournament. Park Seung-jin, number 8, the scorer.
그때 생각하는 게 관람자들 보니까 공어기를 흔들면서 이 꺼레꺼 응원하고 믿으심이 전체가 다 우리 응원했습니다. 그 힘을 섞고 하나 뭘 생각했는가. 저국에서 위대한 수련이 얼마나 우리를 기다릴 것인가.
그때 감정은 정말 암흑 세계에서 광명을 번
The crowd absolutely delirious. They've waited 2 matches for this moment, and they willed North Korea into that goal. They've never cheered Middlesbrough like this for years here.
그 영국 경찰이 우리 신변 안전을 위해서 뺑 둘러싸고 누구도 못 들어오게 했는데
And the Navy has come in to wish them well.
이걸 보고 우리가 영국 특히 미들스브러 인민들이 우리를 얼마나 지지하고 성원했는가 하는 걸 좀 눈물겹게 지금 회상하게 됩니다.
지금도 의문스러운 거는 어떻게 돼서 경기장에 들어온 미들스브러 시민들이 우리를 그렇게 열광적으로 응원했는가. 이거 아직도 제 자신이 수수께끼처럼 풀리지 않은 그런 감정입니다.
They played good football. You know, they're all small. I mean, that was a novelty in itself. It was like watching a team of jockeys playing, but they moved the ball around really well. I think they took people by surprise, and they were very positive in their approach. They played attacking football. There was nothing defensive about their approach to the game, and the crowd got behind them from the way that they saw them play.
경기 끝난 다음에 미드비 시장이 봇에 나왔습니다. 봇에 나와서 얼 같은 축구를 처음 봤다는 거. 그 미드비 시장이 한쪽 심장이 떨어져 나가는 거 그때는 거. 아시아 축구 보니까 힘을 낸다는 거. 하면서 8번 문갑 꼬리야 박수진이 만들자 해서 악수고서 내가 거기서 하고 해야 됐습니다.
I got an autograph book, a World Cup Willie autograph book. I remember going to the airport hotel where the Koreans were staying, and I was introduced to all of the players. I sat on Pat Dewick's knee, which is a highlight. One thing that stands out, they were wearing very blue tracksuits. They were very, very smart. They were always polite, very happy people. And I remember at the time there was lots of other children trying to get autographs, and I've got all their autographs, and I've kept that safe over the 30-odd years, and I'll just always keep it safe.
The day after, they had this reception given by the mayor in Middlesbrough, and it was a very sort of pleasant evening, you know. And at the end of it, I think, as a thank you, in a way, the Koreans wanted to have a sing-song, I think, or they wanted to sing a friendship song, and I think they called it Warm Friendship. They proved not only were they good on the field, but they were good off the field as well.
At the 8th World Cup, a friendship had been allowed to blossom between two peoples whose worlds would otherwise never have collided.
축구를 하면 저는 문지기를 합니다. 우리가 자기 나라를 지킨 데서 내가 자기 나라 문을 잘 지켜야지 튼튼하듯이 우리 축구에서도 같다고 생각합니다. 그래서 축구에서 문지기를 잘못하면 아무리 10명이 다 같이 뛰어도 축구에서 이길 수 없고 그 팀으로서의 강팀으로서 존재할 수 없는 것입니다. 그래서 축구할 때 좀 문지기를 합니다.
여기가 바로 판문점입니다. 이렇게 조선민족이 북과 남으로 갈라져서 반세기가 넘도록 민족 분열의 고통을 당하고 있습니다. 이 콘크리트 장벽입니다. 콘크리트 분계선. 이 넓이가 50cm입니다. 높이가 5cm고.
이게 우리 경량로 최고사령관 동지 이런 영대에서 유일록 북남 공동선언을 이용해서 우리 조선 사람이 자체로 조국을 통일하고 북남 유일 팀으로 구성하게 되면 우리 제8차 세계 축구 선수권 때처럼 우리나라가 둘로 갈라진 조건에서 발전할 수 있는 체육 이런 기술도 발전하지 못하고 이런 분단의 고통을 많이 겪고 있습니다. 우리 정치적뿐만 아니라 체육 분야에서도 이렇게 고통을 겪고 있습니다.
제8차 세계선수권대회에서 문지기를 담당했던 리찬명입니다. 전쟁 어렸습니다. 전쟁 일어날 때는 어렸습니다. 정전되면서 53년도 정전되면서부터 제가 중학교 인민학교에서부터 중학교 올라가면서부터 이 축구를 하기 시작했습니다. 전쟁 시기에는 이 미국 놈들이 폭격에 의해서 이 평양시가 몽땅 잿더미 됐습니다. 이게 집이라는 거는 하나도 없고 그저 우리 인민들이 다 방공호를 파고 땅속에서 그렇게 생활했습니다. 그게 그저 우리 하도 축구를 사랑하고 그때 형편으로서는 그런 모든 조건이 그 불비하기 때문에 훈련하기도 곤란했고 또 이런 그 모든 생활 조건이 다 불비했습니다.
Goalkeeper Ri Chan-myung is head coach of April 25th, the Korean People's Army team.
우리 바퀴 쌈도 말이야 일어나서 쌈하면서 같이 쌈해줘야지 계속 떨어지잖아.
His performances in the World Cup would earn him widespread acclaim.
내가 이거 현역할 때는 그 손이 좀 키가 작고 손이 작다라니까 다른 사람보다 이거 힘 운동을 많이 했습니다. 기릭하고 키가 작다라니까 이 조야 훈련을 많이 하고 그래서 이 꼴물 때 이 뜨게 되면 이만큼씩 올라가게 이렇게 훈련을 많이 했는데 이 손이 상당히 억셌습니다. 근데 지금 현재 현역을 놓고 오랫동안 있다라니까 이 보다시피 손이 이렇게 말문해지고 굳은 살이 다 빠졌습니다.
그 동물들도 오랜 진화 과정을 거치지 않습니까? 이 사람 손도 아마 퇴화되는 과정인 것 같다고.
Kim Il-sung, extending the revolutionary struggle to the football pitch, had asked the team to win 1 or 2 matches. The final group game, against the mighty Italians, was the footballers' last chance to bring honour to their nation. The stage was set for a glorious battle. The Italians had previously won the World Cup twice and arrived in England as one of the tournament favourites. They were a young and glamorous team with household names such as Rivera, Facchetti and Mazzola.
Cioè, eravamo in un momento di forma molto buono prima del mondiale. Quando abbiamo vinto la prima con il Cile abbiamo pensato, beh, qui ce l'abbiamo praticamente fatta. Poi la sconfitta con la Russia ci ha messo invece grandi preoccupazioni.
Stranamente abbiamo avuto la sensazione di una giornata grigia e poi probabilmente può aver influito per non rasserenare l'ambiente più di tanto. Tuttavia eravamo convinti che bastandoci anche il pareggio non avremmo dovuto correre particolari rischi contro una squadra che ritenevamo ed era inferiore.
In Italy, the Korea game was considered a formality, and anything less than the quarter-finals would be a national disgrace. For North Korea, a draw was not enough. They had to win to stay in the tournament.
승리의 신심이 아주 충만되어 있었다는 것을 말할 수 있습니다. 그래서 그때 경기를 앞두고 우리들의 심정은 태산도 허물 것 같은 이런 분위기였습니다.
Back in North Korea, it was 3 in the morning. Millions crowded round their radio sets to listen to live commentary from the game.
정말 우리를 단숨에 굴복시키려는 그런 마음으로 이탈리아가 우리 공격을 했는데
E poi successivamente, quando sembrava stregata la porta che non entrasse nessun tiro nostro, evidentemente era tutta questa condizione di negatività che si era impadronita di questa partita nei nostri confronti e che quindi noi non siamo riusciti più a raddrizzare, per cui tutti i minuti dei 90 minuti erano negativi.
In the 34th minute, the Italian captain Bulgarelli was injured in a tackle he made on Pak Sung-jin. He left the field on a stretcher. With no substitutes allowed, Italy were now down to 10 men.
Off goes Bulgarelli.
Abbiamo sbagliato subito 3 gol all'inizio della partita e abbiamo cominciato ad aver paura di perdere. Poi c'è stato l'infortunio di un nostro compagno, allora non c'erano le sostituzioni, quindi abbiamo dovuto giocare in 10. Cioè non è un alibi, Italia-Corea, in 10 l'Italia dovrebbe vincere. Però era la preoccupazione, l'insicurezza che avevamo dentro che non ci ha permesso di fare quello che potevamo fare.
In the 41st minute, North Korea delivered a fatal blow.
후반 43분 만에 훈련할 때도 대체 차놓기 오른발 차기는 아마 백발백중 명중률이 내가 비교적 높았습니다.
내가 차고 내 꼴 땐 다시 넘어대는데 그걸 뭐 말이니까 내가 그 두기동 꼴릴 때 넘어도 기쁘고 계속 일으키는 누나 두기가 박두기 선수가 일으키는 누나가 나도 한번 다시 차 넣어봤다는 거.
Ma la prima reazione è quella di rabbia, di impotenza, di voler fare. Difatti abbiamo reagito, però abbiamo reagito in un modo sbagliato, senza ragionare, andando allo sbaraglio, cercando ognuno l'azione personale invece di avere calma, continuare a giocare per far venire fuori la maggior classe. Però come dico, forse eravamo troppo giovani per ragionare in quel modo.
휴게실 전반전 끝나고 나왔을 때는 선수 자체들도 우리가 저국을 떠날 때 위대한 수련님께서 두 팀만은 이기려는 그 우리가 과업을 받았단 말입니다. 이것을 기어이 관찰하자는 겁니다.
내가 지키는 골문이 저 골문이 비록 작은 골문이지만 나는 그때 이게 내 뒤에는 우리 저국이 있고 또 우리 저국의 인민들이 날 지켜보고 있다는 거. 내가 골을 먹이면 우리 저국의 명예가 조락되고 우리 수령님께서 우리들에게 주신 그런 과업을 수행하지 못한다는 이런 것으로 해서 정말 죽어도 나는 이 문을 사수해야 된다는 그런 높은 자책감으로 해서 골문을 지켰습니다.
And who would be anywhere else tonight in this World Cup competition but here at Ayers Park? Extraordinary things afoot, and this stadium has never had support like this for years and years. Run it away here in attack. Back to him, and this man's got an excellent chance of scoring if he can get his left foot. It's just wide. And the Italians in all sorts of disarray. This is Rivera looking very dangerous. Saved by the champion.
힘겨운 전투였습니다.
Every one of these Koreans lay into their utmost.
우리 그러다 나니까 우리 방어수들이 부담이 컸습니다. 그러나 우리는 승리의 신심을 가지고
At Ayers Park in uproar, and they won! Good heavens, they won! North Korea have beaten Italy. What is going on here? They are delighted. This is fantastic. And North Korea will be in the quarterfinals, and the crowd rising to them. And they're in tears. They're weeping tears of joy.
In the dressing room, the Koreans kept opening the door and inviting us in to celebrate with them. Because they were celebrating on lemonade. Didn't seem to be any alcohol present whatsoever. And they were just jumping up and down and talking and gibbering away in their own language, just highly delighted. I've never seen so many people in one enclosed space. Everybody from North Korea must have been in there. Well, next door was deadly silent.
Non c'era nessun commento da fare oggettivamente, quindi la cosa migliore in quei casi era il silenzio, anche perché in quel momento eravamo tutti responsabili, dall'allenatore all'ultimo dei giocatori, si sentivano responsabili di aver fatto un qualcosa di negativo che poi si è rivelato negativo per tutto il calcio italiano. Insomma,
Credo che in molti piangevamo quel giorno nello spogliatoio.
North Korea's victory was unquestionably the greatest shock in World Cup history. Italy would win the European Championships 2 years later and would be runners-up at the next World Cup. But right now, the wealthiest players on the planet returned home to ridicule and a hail of rotten tomatoes from their supporters.
È stato un disastro, è stato un disastro, ma soprattutto il bello è stato, cioè il brutto adesso si ride perché è passato tanto tempo, l'arrivo all'aeroporto con la gente fuori, chi è riuscito ad andare da una parte, chi dall'altra, brutto, molto brutto. Perché c'erano diverse uscite dall'aeroporto, però c'erano molti tagliapomodori, un po' di tutto c'era. Insomma. Io sono stato fortunato, sono riuscito a uscire e non mi hanno visto. Ero svelto.
To this day, any disaster in Italian football is referred to as another career.
첫째, 위대한 수령님께서 또 내보낼 때 한두 팀이라도 이겨보려는 그런 강령적인 과업을 수행했다는 이런 정말 긍지와 기쁨을 간직할 수 있었으며 조국 인민들이 얼마나 이 시각에 기뻐하겠는가 이걸 먼저 생각했습니다.
체육 영웅들이 인민들이 소원을 풀어줬다는 거. 그래서 승리 소식을 듣고 전체 인민들이 밤에 뛰쳐나와서 울면서 한을 올렸다는 거. 나 자신은 철도에서 기관차를 몰았다는 거예요. 그래서 비록 차 타고 가는 시간에는 그걸 지금 라디오라든가 이런 중계방송하는 건 듣지 못했지만 갔다 와서는 그걸 듣고 이겼다고 우리 선수들이 이겼다고 그러면은 그날 계획은 200% 내지 300% 문제없이 했다는 거예요. 너무 반가워서 우리는 울었다는 거예요. 울었다는 거예요. 그래서 아시아의 체육의 기적이 우리나라에 창조됐다는 거예요.
왜 그럼 우리한테 졌는가? 이거 볼 때 첫째로 정신사상력에서 졌습니다. 우리한테 정신사상력에서. 그다음에 두 번째는 걔네들이 뜻밖에도 한 점 실점하다 나니까 조급한 나머지 집단력을 발휘하지 못하고 개인 경기를 했단 말입니다. 이게 말하자면 기술 만능이 우리 집단력 앞에 깨져나갔단 말입니다.
North Korea had become the first Asian side to make it to the quarter-finals of the World Cup. They now had to move their base away from Middlesbrough to Liverpool, where they would play Portugal. Liverpool, like Middlesbrough, was a working-class city, world famous for being the home of the Beatles. In a strange twist, the atheist North Koreans found themselves staying at Loyola Hall, a Roman Catholic retreat.
The Italians were booked in to come, because this is a Roman Catholic centre. I suppose it was a natural place for them to think of coming to stay while they were here. When they got knocked out, the North Koreans hadn't got anywhere booked. I don't know if they hadn't been expecting to get through, but they certainly didn't have anywhere. So we got frantic contact from them saying, could they possibly stay here instead? At the time, this place would have mainly been used by priests and nuns and perhaps a few particularly religious lay people. You certainly wouldn't have expected the Communist football team to be here at all.
Outwardly, the Koreans appeared relaxed. They had become the darlings of the nation and had set the tournament alight. But despite appearances, they were far from comfortable in their new surroundings. They were given single rooms, a custom entirely alien to a communist team who normally slept in dormitories.
근데 그 식탁이 아니고 아마 공부하는 책상이죠. 책상 밑에 뭘 깔은 게 많았습니다. 그 그림도 있고 뭐 이렇게 해서 실제 그 들여다보면서 먹을 내니까 먹기 힘들다. 우리가 들었던 방에는 우리는 대체로 나하고 한봉진하고 둘에 우리는 그 띠를 써서 둘에 있게 하다. 그래서 둘에 있었습니다.
As a Catholic house, we have crucifixes, crosses in each of the rooms. They all had to be taken down, and that wasn't judged to be suitable.
Despite the best intentions of their new hosts, the religious imagery throughout Leola Hall remained a problem to the players.
근데 밤에 이제 창문을 내다보게 되면 그 벽돌 훅으로 이렇게 집을 재놓고 그 안에 예수 이렇게 아이 부담고 있는 것도 있고 그다음에 이렇게 요게 손다 이렇게 꽂고 십자가 이렇게 매달려 있는 것도 있고 이걸 깜깜한데 그것만 이렇게 빛이 다 나니까 그래서 우리는 처음 보는 일이고 이렇게 해서 좀 말하자면 무서움증이 좀 나기도 하고 이렇게 해서 잠자기가 몹시 불편하고 좀 힘든 거 있었습니다.
제8차 세계축구선수권대회에 참가했던 조선민주주의공화국 선수 15번 양성국입니다. 그저 선생님 연령기는 다 압니다. 알고 이제 지금 젊은 사람들은 이름만 들으면 양성국 8차 선수권대 용이다, 포르투갈 꼴냈다 하면서 다 이렇게 찬사를 아끼지 않습니다.
그래서 양성 있지 않습니까? 우리 그때로는 축구선수권대에서 이 축구 용어로 등장한 선생님이 우리 노동자팀의 감독으로 왔으니까 그래도 선생님이 그 훈련에서 강한 여구성 그로 인해서 우리가 매해 노동자 전국 축전에서 1등 먹으니까 진짜 선생님을 감독으로 가지고 있는 긍지를 더 가지고 있습니다.
고맙습니다.
Yang Sung-guk had been drafted into the team against Italy and provided North Korea with a cutting edge on their left side. Against Portugal, he was to be even more prominent. This was the biggest game in the history of Asian football. North Korea faced a colossal task. Portugal had won all 3 of their group games, scoring 9 goals in the process. They had knocked the holders, Brazil, out of the tournament. And in their ranks was Eusebio, who alongside Pelé was regarded as the best player in the world. The North Koreans could again rely on massive local support, including around 3,000 fans who travelled 150 miles from Middlesbrough.
We decided to try and get tickets and go across and see them play Portugal. We devised this banner, packed away Crown Prince of the Orient, and that stuff, and we took that with us. We must have dressed the car up. We did have the banner, we had the scarves, and it was the middle of summer, and being teenagers, great opportunity to go out for the day and support your local team. In this case, it was North Korea as opposed to Middlesbrough.
조국의 영예를 두개 걸머진 우리는 영광스러운 전리마 축구단 그 어떤 강적도 단세에 오고 거선 사람.
The tournament was now at the knockout stage. After this game, North Korea would either head to Wembley for the semi-finals or be on their way home.
I think having beaten Italy, people had to give them some sort of chance. But the way Portugal were playing after that tremendous group with Hungary and Brazil, people said, well, you know, I think this is, you know, they will probably give a good account of themselves and be beaten by a couple of goals. And nobody expected the quarter-final to develop as it did.
To get up to it. He's not very tall, he's about 5'7". But certainly the North Koreans may not be very tall, but they're quick, they're very, very nippy, and they can jump as well. This is in. Oh, the goalkeeper misjudged that completely. And Snupperdown! And the crowd going mad, they're shouting, easy, easy. We want 3 is the cry now.